All right, hi. I just want to get started by saying thank you for joining Civil Air Patrol to our new senior members. And let me assist you to get through the process through level one. I'm Senior Master Sergeant Jackson. I am the Command NCO for South Carolina Wing, and I'll be instructing you in this block of instruction. The length, be less than 7 minutes, okay? A lot of information, but it won't be that long. References. These are two exceptional references. First off, you have the senior member engine start checklist and the senior member work welcome booklet. Both are exceptional books because they carry you through the process. The language is very simple, a lot of illustrations, very straightforward. So I strongly recommend that you have both of these books saved so you can refer to them. Okay then, so let's just talk about what we need to get accomplished before we actually get started. Here's our senior member checklist. These things should be done before we actually start your level one training. You're going to submit for a CAP ID card. The most important portion of this is not the card itself, but your CAP number. That's how you log on. Also, you need to establish an e-services account. You need to establish your personal information inside of that e-services account. And then you finally have to establish an Outlook email, all right? You also need to find a mentor within the unit, okay? That's going to be somebody that's going to assist you through this process. Uh, for those out there, commanders out there, remember anybody that's doing a level 3 right now needs to actually assist somebody doing a level 1 in order for them to get credit and get their level 3. And then of course you can start your level 1 orientation. But let's just slip back here to that senior member engine start checklist book I talked about earlier. If you open it up to the index, you'll see right here in your first month, it talks to you about the things, and it's basically the stuff I just covered. Now let's look at item number 3, right? Set up your email. If you don't know how to do that, go to the book and go to area 3, and it will walk you through the process. Plenty of illustrations, very simple language. Okay? After you get done with those 5 items, then you're going to start your level 1. Okay, you're going to log on to your e-services account, and you're going to go up to those 3 horizontal lines by menu and click it. And right there you see a drop-down menu. You're going to go to online learning and click it. All right, and then you'll see another drop-down menu. Go up to Access/Learning Management System. We often abbreviate that as LMS. And this should be the page that will display itself. Now, click the Go to Access button on this page, top left. Okay, let's talk about your classes now. As soon as you click on that access, this should show up, okay? And this is the first page of your level 1 classes. Notice the blocks in the bottom right of the page, the light blue, dark blue, and red blocks. Those are the actual classes. As you accomplish each of these classes, they'll go away, okay? So essentially when you have no more classes represented, you'll be completely done with this portion. Another thing I need to bring to your attention, click that tab on the far right in the gray area. It's really hard to see. I was assisting a senior member and we could not find any of the classes on this page, but then after realizing that we had to actually click the tab on the far right side, once we had done that, everything had populated as it should have. Okay, so this is what's going to happen for each of the classes, and these are your 14 classes that you'll be doing. Good to know. I assisted a senior member on this process. It took us less than a full day. It wasn't all that challenging, to be honest with you. Okay, the first thing is you're going to receive your class. Now that came in one of 3 forms. It might be a video, it might be a PDF file, it might be a PowerPoint, or it might be a combination if not all 3. I would leave these documents open because remember, you're going to be taking an open book test. And let's talk about that, right? Some people don't know how to actually do a word search. I'm going to cover that real quickly right now. Let's pretend that I'm taking the quiz and I don't know, one of the questions is, can you wear a white t-shirt with your polo shirt? Okay, so obviously I'm going to go towards the regulation that governs uniform wear, which is 39-1. And that's it right there. And then I'm going to, on my keyboard, I'm going to push F, Shift, and Control at the same time, and a white box will populate at the top of the page. And inside that box, I will type in this case, white undershirt, all right? When I push enter to search that, bam. All that yellow right there is where that word's at. And of course, this is where we're going to find our answer. And it says right here, a white undershirt may be worn if it is not visible. So there's your answer to the test, okay? And that's all you have to do. Remember, not timed and open book. There's no reason you shouldn't pass these tests. Okay? Then you may have an interview. I know at the cadet protection class, there's an interview with that. You'll talk to the commander. So you really won't get credit with that until after the commander interviews you and he actually updates it into the computer. And then you're going to take a survey at the conclusion of each of the 14 classes. And the surveys are very simple and straightforward. Here's an example of it, all right? Again, that's not a pass or fail item. That's just you giving your recommendations on the material that was covered. Okay, after you complete your online training for level 1, you're going to tell your commander. You're going to have conduct the in-person portions of that class. You're going to receive a ribbon. Congratulations. And now you're ready to start level 2.